Your lead magnet is not converting, you're not alone. Or maybe you're not even sure what does converting look like? Really great question. My name is Pamela Dale. Drop a line down below and I'm going to give you all the system that I'm going to work through. And we're going to be together for about 15 minutes today. And if you want more information, as always, drop a line. Let me get everything over to you. So there are 3 metrics that I think you need to pay attention to. There's a few more, but on this video, let's talk about these 3. The most obvious and the one that you may or may not be paying attention to is your lead magnet funnel. Your lead magnet funnel from the people that hit the page to the people that then convert or hit the thank you page. There's a benchmark. And of course, there's going to be your benchmark in your industry with your people. And there are differences of a few percentages in different verticals. So we want to start first with an average of what you can kind of look for. And I think it's about 20%. In the B2B space where we are, I think 20% is amazing. And you could get higher if you were in the B2C. There's usually a little bit more over there, conversion points, right? So that's the first thing we want to take a look at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on over here. Let's take a quick look at the funnel and let me show you where to see that inside of high level. So we've got a few thank you pages in this funnel template. We are talking about from opt-in to thank you, depending on which thank you we're going to go to. So we're going to come here to our statistics and we're going to open these up. What did these little flags mean? Well, this is your split test, which is a really great option to think about, and we're going to talk about in a minute. But that's what these are. It's showing me that we just have the one page. We don't have a split test running. So that's what's happening here. And this is also, there are no statistics here, but what you're looking for is the rate here. You'd love to see it at 20%. Now, of course, you are running the race against yourself. So it's really important to get your number and increase and improve on that number. So how can you do that? Well, there are 2 things that you need to think about when a lead magnet funnel is running, and that is the source of the traffic, the quality of the traffic, and the headline. If we're not getting opt-ins, it's one of those 2 things. So where would I start? Well, I would start with the headline and see if I can then get more conversions. If I can't, then what I might do is duplicate this funnel out, the 2 steps that I'm using, the opt-in and the thank you page that I'm using, and I would run one to Instagram, one to Facebook, one to the other source, wherever they are, and split those out and see where your traffic is converting better as well. So lead magnet conversion, it's not like it used to be. I know, I hear you, sister. Couldn't this be easier? And it was, and it no longer is. So we have to admit and go towards the goals. This is going to be a little bit more challenging. You're going to have to put on your panties and let's roll. Let's get this thing converting because you've got a message that you need to get into the hands of your consumers, clients, prospects, etc., to help them change their lives. So those are my 2 tips. Change your headline, and if that isn't working, let's start monitoring traffic source. So we want to make sure that this is an amazing headline. And then what I would do is start split testing the image. Now, do not split test more than one at a time. This image actually really matters, and these need to be above what we call the fold. So that would be where I would start. So that is our first metric to measure, and that is your landing page. The next is the quality of the leads that you are getting inside of your account. How do you know the quality of the leads? Well, inside of high level, we have something called lead scoring, and you're able to manage the scoring of a lead through just about any metric you'd like to, which is so sexy. So we have a few options here, and I'll show you some more rules. The first one is if the contact, and these are in no particular order, if a contact has replied, and has the tag that they have clicked on the lead magnet, we're going to give them 10 points. 10 points is huge, right? Think about that. They have opted in and they've actually clicked on the guide, because a huge percentage of your people will not even click on it. So we've talked about this and we'll continue to talk about those trigger links. The form is submitted, we've added 10 points. If the email is clicked, if the email is opened, and if they replied and they have this tag. And we can add on more rules. We can contact, change, payment form, order form, on and on and on. If they booked an appointment with you, and then what happens is you jump into your contacts, and this is me here, one of my test contacts, and I can see that I have a score of 22. So then what I'm able to do is jump into my contacts. I'm not going to show you my contacts, but I'll jump into my contacts, and under these columns here, what I can do is have engagement score added. And then what I can do is filter. This may have 2, 3, 6 pages, and you might want everybody above a score of 10. And you can go ahead and do that. And then you can determine if they've had the tag that they have opted in for the lead magnet, right? What's the score? Is anybody clicking on anything? Is anybody opening the emails? That's how you're going to be able to start to tell. So you're looking for the tag first, then you're going to look at the engagement score. Are they opening, replying, clicking, all of those sorts of things. And then you're going to watch those people. Yes, again, some more math, some more work. You want to watch them and see if they have moved up to the next offer. So this is the other thing that I've noticed. When I go in, I ran the leads activated system for a while, and I go into people's accounts and they've got all these leads that they've done nothing with, not a thing, not one thing. You and I need to really think this through. So on that thank you page, you need to have the next offer, or you need to warm them up to get them to the next offer. But you need to have the next offer. So your lead magnet needs to make sense to lead them into the next offer. I think that's what that kind of means, right? Like that little lead magnet, you're luring them in, and we want to make sure that you have that next offer. So then what's the third metric that you need to measure? A lot of people don't think about this one, but what about your email open rate? Yes. Under marketing, when we send a campaign out, we're able to see the scoring on a campaign. So let me jump into one of mine really quickly. And let me show you the statistics, because you want to be able to see, am I in the right account? Nope, not in the right account. We want to be able to see all of the statistics of all of the campaigns, and we want to see, are we close to, at any given time, the open rate? Like, this isn't a great open rate. So I've been in the works with some really great email marketing scoring stuff that I'm going to show you on another one of these around how to get this to come up. So this is really powerful. And you want to see the statistics based on each of your campaigns, and you want to see your statistics inside of your workflows as well. You want to see, what is it? Let me jump over. What is the trend? Are they even opening the email? And what is the click-through rate? Because if they don't open this email and they don't reply, they don't click, we're going to start to question whether or not we have the right lead coming in. And then we're going to determine who's got the tags and then who has purchased, and see that ratio. And that ratio really matters to you and you only. If you're at 1%, let's get her to 2. Industry standard, it's all over the map, but it's not something that is impossible for you to start tracking if you have the right tools. So it's imperative. Come back. It's imperative that you use a tool that gives you the ability to see the lead magnet whether or not it's been downloaded, whether or not that contact has been engaging, and whether or not that contact lead has opened or replied to or clicked on any emails, and then see that they have accelerated, that's not the word, gone to the next level, right? Have they purchased the next offer? If you don't have a system that tells you that, you are operating in the blind, and you are probably working harder than you need to, because without those email statistics, my open rate used to be a lot higher. I know why it's going down. I do a lot of testing on my own account, and it's dangerous, but I do, and I'm still emailing my whole list, my letter. Dangerous. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. But without the scoring and without the new systems that I've implemented, I'm unable to even tell who they are, right? So it's very, very important that you have that. So the 3 metrics: your landing page conversion rate, your lead score, how are they interacting with your information, and you need your email statistics. 3, email statistics. So the good news is that you and I are fighting for the same eyeballs. I know that sounds like not good news, but the person that can do this, the person that can come in and know their numbers, you can win, because the game that you and I are in right now is the conversion game. I know. Thank you, AI. It's made it so much more challenging out front, so much more expensive out front, that you and I are having trouble competing. Yes, yes, and yes. So you're getting leads, you have leads, but you need to work on how to convert them. And without the data, you cannot convert them. You need to raise the floor. If your lead magnet's at 25%, don't try to go get that to 30% opt-in rate. Let's go work on your bottom percentage. Now, I'm not schooled enough in math, but I know that if I raise the floor 1 number, it is astronomical the way that it raises the rest of the numbers. So go looking for the lowest number. How can you get that up? And maybe it is in the email once you have the 25% opt-in rate. But believe me, nobody's looking at email number 3 if your opt-in rate's at 10%. Don't even worry about email number 3 yet. Get your traffic, AKA headline, maybe your lead magnet sucks. I don't know. Right? But those are what you and I need to think through. And we're in the conversion game. And there's so much more we can talk about, like pipelines and moving things along, so they're very visual for us as well. And then you also can gauge it based on the interaction on the actual ad or the social post itself. So that's a good sign. We've been doing this for a while. We've been talking about a lot of things for the last 4 months. I've been putting a lot of information out there. I'm in testing phase, and I'm just now starting to build a lead magnet funnel, because I'm noticing that y'all liked this topic this week. This one was a little bit more interaction, comments, etc. So I'm like, okay, I might be getting a little bit warm. You have a set of skills as well that's probably this wide and this deep, right? You've got a lot going on, just like I do, and you're wondering, what is it that you can build that will make a difference in the marketplace? And I think there's a lot of people talking about clients, and there's a lot of people talking about leads, but there's nobody talking about how to convert them. And if you've got a tool like High Level and a little bit of training and a little bit of smarts and a whole lot of desire to help people, just like I do, I can help you move this forward. You've got something like that as well, but you need to do some more testing. And if you feel close to putting together a lead magnet funnel, I wouldn't suggest this is your first rodeo, right? Go and do what I've done and $7,000 on ads. Yeah, I know, right? Painful, but we're getting closer. So if this resonates with you, please drop a comment, let me know, and I will get this leads activated system over to you. And it's got everything that we've been talking about this week, and we will continue our topic. Tomorrow's topic is, I don't know, what's the date? Oh, email marketing hacks. I'm going to show you some really cool email marketing things that you can do inside of your systems. We're always going to use High Level as a demonstration, but there's a lot of tools out there that will help you do this as well. If you want to join High Level, reach out. You know how to find me. I will see you on this road.